All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, guys. Right after this chart analysis, I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities we found this morning over at the Discord that gave us 4 opportunities that were home runs, guys. 20% plus on the day for us is a home run, and our highest ones were 40% plus and 100% plus. So if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, the link is down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and by joining, you will become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. So here we are with CLNE, Clean Energy Fuels. CLNE stock has actually collapsed, and a lot of people are saying, well, is this a setback or a setup for the next run? Now, the way that this has actually fallen, it fell so hard that it broke through the support levels we talked about yesterday. It broke through the 50-day moving average, and it's now below, obviously, $12, closer to $11, $18, and $11. So we have a support here to watch, and we need some things to be addressed here to know if this has potential going forward. Now, when we really look at this, there's still strength here, and that seems like a sell-off. I guess that a lot of these stocks actually got a little hurt right now because of the CPI data, the worry, the uncertainty. I mean, those are the few things that can come to mind right now, and if not, profit taking at its finest, right? Because profit taking does happen, and also shorts taking advantage of these levels and actually starting to short the stock instead of down here at these numbers up here, right? You can always short where it goes, right? You can always pick the next short or the next put right up at that level. So that is something to be aware of as well. And that can sometimes shake out investors and then makes the shorts make money because it's just pushing it lower and lower. Because remember, shorts start to pull it down, but the ones that really pull it down are those that are taking profits or jumping out before they lose, or as they start getting fearful, and it just helps the shorts profit as it goes lower. So the 50-day moving average right now is 12.17, guys. Anything below that is bearish. Anything above it is bullish. Our support level to watch here is right here at 10.41. Anything below that is bearish and continues to pull further away from the 50-day moving average. And if that does get broken through, we need to see if the bulls try to reappear, or it's just getting more bearish as it goes lower. Now, if it breaks through that significantly and it just keeps going down, the next support level I would watch is down here at 9.49, and that's one of the points before this ran up, dipped, ran up, and hit that peak, and now pulled back down. So super important to watch how this reacts between those levels, and if the bulls try to reappear and bring it back up. Right now, there's a little bit of momentum forming, so we have a few key points to look at, and it's this resistance level here, but this is not the most significant one. This is just the first one, and that's 11.38, guys. If 11.38 gets turned into a support, it does not signify or guarantee that the bulls are going to break through the 50-day moving average, but it is a stepping stone to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. But the real point that the bulls need to break through is 12.17. Turn that into a support, break off of it, and the next resistance level that I would use, and this is an informal resistance level, but it lets you know if the momentum is continuing and pulling further away from the moving average, is right here at $13. That's the point that the bulls need to turn into a support, break away from, to gain leverage of this chart and continue the momentum upwards. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend or someone in your community so they can receive the insight as well. And all I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I'm about to share with you guys the ticker symbol you won't want to miss. That's already up 20% since I mentioned it here on the YouTube, as well as on the Patreon, and also the ticker symbols we found this morning. We hit 4 home runs. Our highest one was 100% plus, and the other second highest was 40% plus. So if that's something that interests you and you want to know what stocks I watch daily every single morning, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description, and I look forward to having you join us over at the Discord. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I have to share with you guys today is one that I mentioned here on the YouTube as well as on the Patreon. And in that same week, it went ahead and gave us 5 to 10% opportunities. And since then, going till now, since May 16th when I first mentioned it, it has given us a total return opportunity of 20% plus. Now it's pulling back a little bit, sideways consolidation, and there's no better time than start watching it now before the next catalyst, or if it goes further into weakness, becoming an even bigger opportunity. We're going to talk about this stock in just a moment. We're going to look at its chart and why this is a stock you want to have on your watch list. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the opportunities we found this morning over at the Discord. And if this is something you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. We look forward to having you join us. So we talked about CPI data a little bit in the morning, the 10-year treasury, how it spiked, and I was expecting it to cool off, and it certainly kind of did. And you're looking at stocks still kind of rallying and some kind of sitting sideways. But one of our first home runs that we caught early on in the morning as I was writing about this was MEDS, and it had jumped on the news that it had created a health passport app for iOS devices. That's basically saying for Apple. Anything related to Apple usually has potential or some momentum. We caught it at 510. This went up 100% plus. We're going to look at it in just a moment. We caught ANY at 247. This turned out to be a home run as well. The other one that we caught was XIN. This turned out to be a home run as well. We caught HAPP at 178. This turned out to give us 3 to 5% opportunities within its weakness and jumping back up. This was our worst performer of the day. And Z, dogs with a Z, not with an S. We caught this one at 205. So this turned out to be a home run as well. Let's look at these charts and when I mentioned them so we can see together how they reacted. This was a phenomenal day. Dogs gave us 20% plus as well. So that was a home run as well, almost 25%. And here's XIN. We caught this one at 288, pulled back a little bit towards the bell, jumped up, giving about 5 to 10%, pulled back again. And after all that volatility, took off to a highest point of 20% plus. This was a home run for the day. That was awesome. Now, the other one that turned out to be the biggest home run of the day and this week so far was MEDS on the news with the app on iOS platforms. We caught this one at 510 in the pre-market. It was not cooling off. It kind of consolidated and took off right away, giving 5 to 10% opportunities on these jumps, almost 20% on one of them, pulled back down. I mean, that volatility right there, several opportunities, even before the pre-market going into the market, pulling back again, pulling back again. I mean, just back and forth, 5 to 15%, almost 20% jumps. But after that, it took off, giving anywhere within this range 20% plus opportunities and a highest point of 100% plus. This was phenomenal, and it's still up 86% on the day as I took this screenshot in the afternoon. Now, ANY is another one that we caught, and it turned out to be a home run for the day. And we caught it at 247, pulled back a little bit, hit the 230s, took off pretty fast, giving a nice 10 to 20% plus opportunity, pulled back again, and took off to a highest point of 40% plus. This was a phenomenal day. Out of the 5 ticker symbols, even DOGZ, which gave us 20% plus, we hit 4 home runs, guys. What a great way to end the week. What a great way to go ahead and start off Thursday through all the volatility and all the uncertainty of CPI data. But if this is something that interests you, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. So what ticker symbol do you want to add to your watch list? Well, this is a ticker symbol I talked about back in May 16th when we first talked about CLOV as well, when it was heading towards the 7s and 6s, right? We talked about this way back then. It was really interesting to me. I had circled a support level that I was watching. Anything in the 7s and even below that was becoming more and more interesting to me, because what we do here in the Invest for Tomorrow community is catch stocks before they take off. So I did state this was speculative. I said it there, and it gave us already 10 to 30% jumps the last times we talked about it, since it was going towards $7. Jumped up again, giving us a nice return of almost 300%. For those that caught it at $7, congratulations. But we started talking about this one pretty early. We talked about Affirm. I showed this one on one of my last videos, and this is already up close to 10 to 20%. And the stock you want to add to your watch list is ABNB. Let's look at this chart together. And when we started talking about it, we talked about ABNB back when it was at 141. It pulled back a little bit more. I was really looking for that because it was getting closer to IPO pricing. I didn't expect it to go that low, but it did pull back, and this stock is getting close to those numbers when we caught it. But right on the day when we caught it, which was May 16th, right? It was the weekend from May 14th to the 17th. It dipped down to 130, becoming one of the best opportunities that we have seen Airbnb give us. It gave it again in the same week, and throughout that week, it gave 5 to 10% opportunities in those jumps, consolidated and took off now to a high of 152 most recently going into June. And right now it's in a downward trend, kind of cooling off. And there's no better time than to start doing your research and due diligence on a stock than when it's going back down. You already saw its weakness. You already saw its strength as well. And you can see in the chart that the opportunity is pretty big. And that may take months or a year. But this stock has room to grow. And it's changing the way we see hospitality and the way the business is done. And this is also an entrepreneurship type of sector, because a lot of investors are going to start trying to make their own hospitality ratings and opportunities through Airbnb, which is a business as well. There's a lot of room in this stock, in my opinion. This is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you to buy, sell, or hold any positions of the stocks I mentioned. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on the opportunities I'm watching, why I'm watching them, and why you can start watching them as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.